Have you ever stepped out of the shower and felt worse? Not better, not refreshed, but strangely drained, like someone pulled the plug on your energy? It sounds odd, doesn't it? But for millions of older adults, especially those over 60, this experience is more common than you think. You take a bath hoping to relax your body and soothe your mind, only to end up feeling jittery, cold, or even slightly anxious. And the scariest part? You have no idea why. But here's the truth most people never talk about. The time of day you bathe and the state your body is in when you do can dramatically affect your health. It's not just superstition. It's real, it's physical, and in some cases, it can be dangerous. Science and ancient wisdom now point to the same conclusion. Bathing at the wrong time can disrupt your circulation, weaken your immune system, throw off your digestion, and even open your body to spiritual or energetic imbalance. Imagine your body like a garden. If you water it during the blazing heat of noon or in the middle of the cold night, it won't thrive. It might wither. The same principle applies to your body and bathing. When done at the right time, it refreshes and energizes. Done at the wrong time, it depletes you slowly and silently. So ask yourself, could your daily shower habits be sabotaging your energy, your sleep, or even your heart health without you realizing it? In today's video, we're diving deep into the worst times to bathe and the surprising science behind it. You'll learn why bathing right after eating may raise your risk of indigestion or even stroke, how midnight showers can disturb your nervous system and attract lingering fatigue, the ideal bathing hours to restore energy, improve sleep, and protect your heart. Whether you've been feeling unusually tired after bathing or just want to take better care of your body as you age, this video could change the way you view your daily routine. So before you grab your towel, pause. This may be the wellness insight you've been missing. And if you're someone who values practical wisdom and health tips made just for seniors, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. That way you'll never miss a chance to feel better, live stronger, and age with confidence. Now let's begin. Let's take a closer look at when you should avoid showering. Because while it may seem relaxing, the wrong time can affect your energy, sleep, and even your time. From 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., and there's a quiet stillness to the night. Between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., most of the world has gone to sleep. The lights are low, the streets are silent, and your body, whether you realize it or not, is in a sacred state of healing. This isn't just another part of the day. It's a deeply transformational window, one that's been recognized for centuries by healers, spiritual leaders, and even early physicians. During these hours, your body slows its functions, your heartbeat softens, and your internal temperature begins to drop. Your cells are doing their quiet work, repairing, restoring, resetting. That's why bathing during this time, no matter how warm or comforting the water may feel, can be deeply disruptive. Let me explain it this way. Imagine your body as a delicate candle burning low after a long day. The flame is gentle, steady, and ready to dim into sleep. But if you suddenly pour water, hot or cold, onto it, you don't just disturb the flame, you risk putting it out entirely. That's what a midnight bath can do to your energy. You might not notice it immediately. In fact, you may feel relaxed right after. But pay attention to what happens next. Do you find yourself unable to fall asleep? Do you feel chills in your spine even under the covers? Do your dreams become vivid, strange, or unsettling? These aren't random. They're messages from your body and nervous system warning you that something is out of sync. You see, from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., your body is ruled by yin energy in Eastern philosophy. Yin is soft, inward, cool, and quiet. When you bathe during these hours, especially if you're tired, emotionally sensitive, or feeling unwell, you invite too much stimulation. Your heart rate rises, your nervous system awakens, and instead of entering deep sleep, your body starts to fight with itself. Many older adults report feeling off the next morning after bathing late at night. Not sick necessarily, but anxious, stiff, tired, or oddly moody. It's subtle, but over time, it adds up. When your sleep is disturbed night after night, your immune system begins to wear down. Your blood pressure shifts. Your emotional resilience thins. And if you live alone, this quiet erosion of well-being can be even more dangerous because there's no one there to notice the changes but you. But here's the good news. This is an easy fix. You don't have to give up your evening bath entirely. Just move it a little earlier. Aim to shower before 10 p.m. when your body still carries the warmth of the day and your nervous system hasn't yet begun its descent into rest. And if you must bathe later, keep the water warm, not hot, and don't linger. Dry off quickly. Keep your bedroom cozy and your lights low. Sip a warm tea. Let your body know it's safe now to rest because you deserve deep, uninterrupted sleep. You've earned peace at night. Let's not let something as simple as a mistimed shower steal that from you. 2. Immediately after eating. Now let's talk about a habit many of us were never warned about. Taking a shower right after a meal. It's a simple routine, right? You finish dinner, your stomach feels full, and a warm shower sounds like the perfect way to unwind before bed. But here's the thing, what feels soothing on the surface can be surprisingly stressful for your body on the inside, especially as we age. Let me share something I wish someone had told me earlier in life. After we eat, our body goes to work, not just casually, but intensely. It sends extra blood to the stomach and intestines to help break down the food we've just consumed. Enzymes activate, muscles gently contract. It's like an entire orchestra playing in harmony to extract nutrients, balance sugar levels, and give our body the fuel it needs. But the moment we step into the shower, especially if the water is hot, something changes. Your blood vessels in the skin start to expand to regulate temperature. This diverts blood away from your digestive organs, interrupting that vital process. Your stomach is still trying to digest, but now it's running low on the blood supply it depends on. That beautiful orchestra, suddenly out of sync. You may start to feel bloated, nauseous, or unusually full for longer than normal. Some people even experience heartburn, cramping, or heaviness in their chest, without realizing it was the timing of their shower that caused it. But it gets more serious. For seniors, especially those with low blood pressure or heart conditions, bathing right after a meal can cause sudden drops in blood pressure. That's because the body is already working hard on digestion, and when you throw in temperature changes from bathing, the heart and vessels can become overwhelmed. Dizziness, lightheadedness, even fainting. These aren't just rare events, they're real risks. And if you're in the bathroom when that happens, wet floors, no one around, slippery tiles, the danger multiplies. I remember speaking to a woman in her 70s who told me she used to feel unusually tired every evening. She blamed it on her age, her medication, her sleep. But when we looked closer, it turned out she always bathed within 10 minutes of dinner. Once she started waiting 45 minutes before her shower, her energy came back, and so did her peace of mind. It's a small change, but it makes a big difference. Think of digestion like building a fire. You've just stacked the wood and lit the flame. If you throw a bucket of cold water on it too soon, the fire won't grow. It will sputter and die out. That's what we do when we rush into the shower after eating. We smother the flame that's meant to fuel us. So here's what I suggest. Wait at least 30 to 60 minutes after eating before bathing. Choose lukewarm water instead of hot, especially if you're sensitive to blood pressure changes. Take a gentle walk after your meal. It helps digestion and gives your body time to stabilize. Give your body a chance to do what it was made to do, nourish you, not fight with you. In a world that moves so fast, there's something deeply healing about waiting, about giving your body the time it needs to rest, recover, and rise again. 3. Before 5 a.m. Have you ever woken up before sunrise, the world still wrapped in darkness, and thought, maybe I'll shower now and get a head start on the day? It seems harmless, even productive, But for older adults, showering before 5 a.m. can do more harm than good. Not because of the water itself, but because of the timing. You see, the early morning hours between 3 and 5 a.m. are a delicate bridge between night and day. Your body is transitioning ever so slowly from a state of deep rest to one of alertness. It's like the moment before a flower blooms. Quiet, calm, full of silent preparation. And then we step into a cold or even lukewarm shower. Without realizing it, we're asking our body to leap into action before it's ready. The nervous system hasn't fully awakened. Your immune system is still recalibrating. Your circulation is slower. Your temperature regulation still syncing with the light that hasn't yet come. This might explain why you felt jittery, anxious, or even strangely tired after an early morning shower. You didn't do anything wrong, you just interrupted your body's natural rhythm. Think of it this way. After a long night of repair, your body is like a symphony orchestra gently tuning its instruments. Each organ, each hormone, every nerve is waiting for the morning cue, the sun, the light, the rise in core temperature. But when you bathe before 5 a.m., it's like demanding that orchestra to play a full concert before they have even finished warming up. And what happens when we rush the process? You may experience muscle tension, joint stiffness, headaches, or that strange on-edge feeling that follows you for hours. It's not anxiety, it's not age. It's your nervous system trying to catch up with the shock you gave it. Many older adults are already more vulnerable to fluctuations in body temperature, blood pressure, and immunity. Add in a mistimed shower before dawn, and the risks compound. Sudden exposure to water, especially in a cold bathroom, can weaken the immune system, making you more susceptible to colds, sinus infections, or worse. I once spoke to a retired teacher who started her days at 4:30 a.m. with a quick shower. She couldn't understand why she always felt foggy until mid-morning, like her brain was one step behind. When she simply pushed her shower to after sunrise, everything changed. Her mood lifted, her digestion improved, and most importantly, her sleep got deeper. Sometimes it's not about doing more, it's about doing it at the right time. So if you're an early riser, that's a beautiful thing. Embrace the calm, sit by the window, sip warm tea, stretch gently, but let your body finish waking up before you introduce the stimulation of water. The best time to bathe in the morning? Between 6 and 8 a.m., when your body is fully shifted into daytime mode. That's when your blood is flowing stronger, your heart is more stable, and your energy systems are ready to be awakened in the right way. Because a shower should be an act of renewal, not a shock to the system. You deserve a morning that welcomes you, not one that overwhelms you. 4. When tired, feverish, or after exercise. There are days when your body feels heavy, not from age or illness, but from life itself. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe you've had a long day or pushed yourself a little too hard on your morning walk. Or maybe you're coming down with something. You feel the slight ache in your joints, the warmth in your forehead, the way your energy slowly drips away like water from a leaky faucet. And in those moments, a bath can seem like the perfect answer. After all, what's more comforting than warm water against tired muscles or a flushed face? It feels like the most caring thing you can do. But here's the truth we often forget. When your body is already in distress, even comfort can become a shock. When you're exhausted, your heart is already working overtime to stabilize your blood pressure and deliver oxygen to your cells. Your nervous system is fragile. Your energy is low. Taking a shower, especially if the water is too hot or too cold, can jolt the system, tightening your blood vessels, raising your heart rate, and making you feel more drained than before. It's like trying to light a candle in the wind. The flame doesn't grow, it flickers, struggles, and eventually disappears. The same goes for when you have a fever. A fever isn't the enemy, it's your body's natural response to fight off infection. But if you step into a shower during a fever, your internal thermostat goes into chaos. The sudden temperature shift, especially cold water, can trigger chills, dizziness, and even a dangerous spike in body temperature once you step out. Many older adults don't realize this. They feel dirty when sick and rush to clean up. But bathing during a fever can lead to longer illness, muscle aches, headaches, and increased inflammation. And then there's post-exercise. We're told it's good to clean up right after a workout. And yes, hygiene matters, but so does timing. After physical exertion, your blood vessels are wide open, your heart is elevated, your muscles are inflamed. Stepping into the shower too soon, especially with cold water, tightens your vessels too quickly, interfering with circulation and slowing down recovery. You might even notice cramps in your calves, stiffness in your shoulders, or that tired feeling that lingers much longer than it should. But here's the good news. With just a little patience, you can avoid all of that. If you're tired, rest first. Lie down. Sip warm water or herbal tea. If you're feverish, use a warm, damp cloth to gently wipe your body instead of bathing. And if you've just exercised, give yourself 20-30 minutes to cool down naturally. Stretch, breathe. Then, and only then, bathe using lukewarm water, not extreme temperatures. Because your body isn't just a machine, it's a living, breathing ecosystem. It needs time, it needs rhythm, and it needs us to listen. Especially in our later years, the little things matter more. The timing, the temperature, the intention behind our routines. Bathing should be a gentle blessing, not an unexpected shock. So the next time you feel tempted to rush into the shower when you're tired, hot, or sore, pause. Ask yourself, is my body asking for water or is it asking for rest? When you honor that wisdom, everything begins to heal. If you've made it this far, it means you care deeply, not just about your own well-being, but about living each day with greater awareness and peace. If this message gave you even a little spark of hope, I invite you to share that word below in the comments. Let's fill this space with quiet strength, encouragement, and the reminder that taking care of ourselves is always a hopeful beginning. Now that we've explored the moments when bathing can quietly harm your health, let's shift to something more uplifting. The times when a bath can truly heal, energize, and restore your body from the inside out. At 8 a.m., there is something magical about the early morning hours. Between 6 and 8 a.m., when the world begins to stir and the sunlight peeks softly through your window, your body is gently shifting from night into day. And in that moment, if you listen closely, you can almost feel it, the quiet hum of energy starting to rise within you. This is what makes a morning bath so powerful. Unlike any other time of day, a light shower during these early hours doesn't just cleanse the body, it awakens it. The water becomes a signal, like a soft whisper to your nervous system. It's time to rise, to breathe, to begin again. After a night of rest and repair, your body has completed one of its most important jobs, cellular recovery. While you sleep, your brain clears waste, your tissues regenerate, and your immune system resets. But when you wake, your systems are still gently warming up. Your circulation is building. Your hormones are just beginning to flow. A gentle, cool, or lukewarm shower helps activate that process, naturally, not forcefully. Think of it like this: the sun rises slowly, not all at once. And when you step into a morning shower during this time window, you're rising with it, gradually, gracefully, and in sync with nature. One of the hidden benefits of a morning shower is how it supports hormonal balance, especially for older adults. It encourages the release of cortisol, not the stress kind we worry about, but the healthy morning dose that keeps us alert, focused, and emotionally grounded throughout the day. It also helps regulate adrenaline and dopamine, improving mood, sharpening memory, and even boosting motivation. And let's not forget the physical benefits. If you've ever woken up with stiffness in your joints or mild swelling in your feet or hands, a morning rinse can help relieve that. The water, especially when it's around 77 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, helps stimulate blood flow, gently eases inflammation, and leaves you feeling lighter, more mobile, more alive. But this isn't just about biology. It's about beginning your day with intention. Too often, mornings become rushed. We jump from our beds to our routines, forgetting that our body is still catching up. But a short, mindful shower can become a ritual, something quiet and beautiful just for you. A moment to breathe, to stretch, to be grateful. You might hum a tune, whisper a prayer, or simply let the water wash away whatever heaviness the night may have left behind. That's the beauty of bathing at this time. It doesn't take anything from you. It gives clarity, calm, and a clean slate for a new day. So tomorrow, when the light begins to rise, give yourself that gift. Step into the water not as a task, but as a blessing. Let it be the soft spark that brings your whole being to life. Because aging gracefully isn't about doing more. It's about doing things at the right time, in the right way, with the right spirit. 9 p.m. The sun is setting now. The world outside begins to quiet. The last dishes have been put away. The evening news fades into the background, and the soft hum of stillness fills your home. Between 7 and 9 p.m., there's a gentle invitation in the air, one that whispers, slow down, come back to yourself. And in this sacred window of time, a warm bath becomes more than just a routine. It becomes a ritual of release. You've carried a lot today. Worries, conversations, errands, maybe even a few aches and pains that settled into your shoulders or back. For many older adults, evening brings not just physical fatigue, but also a kind of emotional weight, a quiet heaviness that we don't always talk about. That's where a warm evening bath can work its quiet magic. Around this time, your body is naturally preparing for rest. Core temperature begins to drop slightly. Your brain starts producing melatonin, the hormone that helps guide you into deep, restorative sleep. But here's something fascinating. A warm bath enhances that natural rhythm. When you bathe in water around 95 to 100 degrees, 35 to 38 degrees, your body temperature rises slightly. But once you step out, it cools down rapidly, sending a gentle signal to your brain that says, it's time to rest now. This cooling down effect triggers a wave of calm across your nervous system, helping you drift more easily into sleep. But the benefits aren't just chemical. The act itself, stepping into warm water, feeling it envelop your skin, closing your eyes for a moment, becomes a form of meditation. It slows your breathing, relaxes tight muscles, releases the emotional knots you didn't realize you were holding. It's a quiet reminder. You've done enough for today. Now it's your turn to be cared for. For those who struggle with insomnia or anxious thoughts, this practice can become a powerful tool. Adding a few drops of lavender or chamomile essential oil to your bath, or even soaking your feet for 10 minutes can amplify the calming effect. These small touches turn your bathroom into a sanctuary, no fancy spa required. And perhaps more importantly, evening bathing marks the boundary between the world outside and your inner peace. It's a way to tell your mind and body, we're done for the day, let go. Many older adults I've spoken to say this evening, habit changed everything, from the quality of their sleep to the calmness they feel before bed. One woman told me she stopped waking up at 2 a.m. just by moving her bath to 8 p.m. and adding soft music in the background. Sometimes the most profound healing comes not from medicine, but from mindfulness, from listening, from warmth. So tonight, when the day begins to wind down, try it. Light a candle, dim the lights. Let the water wrap around you like a gentle embrace. No rush, no noise, just you in the quiet rhythm of your breath. Because sleep doesn't start when your head hits the pillow. It starts the moment you give yourself permission to let go. At this stage in life, every choice we make, no matter how small, carries more meaning. The way we wake up, the way we eat, the way we rest, even the way we bathe. These aren't just habits, they are signals, reminders to our body that we are still here, still living, still deserving of care. You see, wellness isn't found in grand gestures or expensive routines. It lives in the quiet details, in listening to your body, in honoring its rhythms, in treating yourself not as someone trying to keep up, but as someone who has earned the right to move gently, with grace. So let this be your gentle reminder. Timing matters, attention matters, you matter. And the most powerful form of healing often begins with the simplest act. A little more awareness, a little more love, and a little more respect for the body that's carried you this far. Because you're not just bathing to feel clean, you're bathing to come back home to yourself. If this video brought you comfort, clarity, or simply made you pause and reflect, please consider giving it a like. Share it with someone you care about, someone who might need this gentle reminder too. And in the comments below, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What spoke to you most? What small change will you try first? Your words might be the hope someone else needs today.